G'day everyone, welcome to this week's video. So today, I have something a little bit exciting. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I am gonna be talking about future camera gear. The camera gear that I hope to get in the future, what I'm looking at buying. Now, for a long time, I've been wanting a Canon 5D Mark IV. Thinking about it though, it's a great camera. It's still a great camera. I'm sure it holds up to everyday use now. But video-wise, and because I'm getting more into video and I want to do more work in video, it's not the greatest. And Sony has been really going well with their video and photo cameras, very much for hybrid shooters. So today, I've been putting my hands on something here. Today, I bought a new camera. I have gotten the Sony A7iii. Yeah, boy. I am so excited to have this. Now, look. I know it's not the top of the range Sony. And I was actually looking at getting a Sony A7 IV, or waiting for the, A7R4, or waiting for the Sony A4. But in all honesty, the reason why I haven't been out shooting is because I've gotten so tired of shooting on my Nikon, and I think I kind of just was like, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and buy it. And if the A7 IV comes out and I really want it, I'm desperate enough to get it, to sell this camera, then I will. I'll sell the A7 III, buy the A7 IV. But honestly, I don't think it's going to come to that. I think this is an amazing camera. It's 24 megapixels, and it's got 4K 30, I think, 4K 60, something like that. But it doesn't have a flippy screen, so I'm not going to be able to use it to vlog when I do get the A7 IV. But because I want to do more like ocean videos, stuff like that, and for working for different small businesses, stuff like that, I can use this camera if they need 4K. One thing that I'm super excited about is the 1080 160, I think it's 160. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly unbox this. I don't actually normally do videos like this, and I actually don't really like recording videos like this. I mean, I love making videos about gear, but not unboxing videos, stuff like that. I used to do them, and I just think it's kind of viewership grabbing. But yeah, so honestly, I'll just show you around the box a little bit. Beautiful photo of the camera there, same as there. And then on the back here, we've got some of the different specs, and I will talk a little bit about the specs. So we've got 693 phase detection AF points, 10 frames per second. This is insane. The reason why I got this camera I actually didn't buy a lens today, but the reason why I got it without a lens is because it was $500 off at the moment. Now, I bought it from George's Cameras in Sydney. They're the best store, 100%, for camera gear in Sydney. Yeah, I highly recommend it if you're living in Sydney that you check them out. 24.2 megapixels, 5-axis steady shot, dual slot SD cards. Now, I've never had trouble with SD cards. Like, I have to the point where I just have to take it out and put it back in, but never lost any photos or any video on any of my SD cards. So, but I have always wanted dual slot because it puts you in kind of a false sense of security when when that never happens to you, and then the day it does happen to you, you're like, no! It's also got touch to focus, which is just like the M50. 4K, yeah, and then it's also got just photos of all different accessories that you can get. It's pretty epic. Yeah, alright. Let's stop talking about the box and actually pull this thing out. I am super excited. For the longest time, I've wanted a full frame camera, so that I can get the most out of lenses and, well, the low light as well, because my Nikon is horrible at dealing with noise. This is just all instruction booklets and stuff. Yeah, it's not that important at the moment. I'll give it a read through later on. I won't. And I'm so excited for the low light capabilities of this camera, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because I really want to get more into astro photography. So having this camera that can deal with high amounts of noise really nicely, it's gonna be really good for me. So, and another reason why I chose to go with Sony, because I have literally decided for the rest of my photography career, pretty much, that I'm going to be shooting Sony. I'm going to be a predominantly Sony shooter, except for, you know, my video camera, which actually might end up eventually being a Sony. But yeah, I've decided that, and the reason why I have decided Sony is because they're not lagging behind. They're at the top of their game. Nikon is lagging behind. You can't say they're not, although the new Z9, I think it is, looks pretty nice. So we'll see what comes out in that. But Sony is always innovating with their cameras and upgrading. And it's bloody expensive. But once you buy the lenses and stuff like that, you're well into it, and you kind of have to stay with Sony. But that's the thing, like, you know, you buy the lenses, you buy a new camera, you got the lenses already, you got the new camera, so it just works for me. And I think that, oh, that is a nice strap, and I think that that's why it's so good, because I also want to do quite a bit of hiking and stuff like that. It's going to be nice to have a light camera. Though the lenses will be heavy, because I want to get G Master lenses, and they're bloody expensive too. Yeah, there's a few things that I have to buy in order to, you know, stay shooting with Sony for some time, even for the rest of my photography career, which I want to do for the rest of my life. So, okay, that's interesting. I don't need that. Don't need that. I need this one, the Australian one. Alright. Now on to the exciting... Oh, hang on, what's done here? Oh, batteries. Apparently the battery life in this camera is insanely good. Oh, they give us... Is that 2 batteries? No. Okay, that's a power brick. I got excited for a moment then. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of HDMI cord. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get, and I will get into it once I have a photogasm about this camera. Oh my... Okay, I need to be quiet because I'm going to clip this audio, but oh my god. I cannot tell you how nice this feels in my hand right now. This... Oh, it's insane. Sorry, I'm just trying to soak this in. I've never held, like, I've held Sonys before, but, you know, never one that was mine. And I always wished I could have a Sony, because they're just such beautiful cameras. And this, the build quality. Because my Nikon is predominantly plastic, so this is so nice to hold. Let's have a look at that sensor. That's beautiful. I am so excited to shoot with this. Now, gonna talk about lenses and accessories that I want to get for this. And this is future stuff, but also, you know, stuff that I want to use with this camera and, you know, my plans on what I want to purchase. Basically like a wish list a little bit. So, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Yeah, so 16-35 f2.8 G Master lens is the first lens I'm going to buy for this camera. Now, the reason why I'm buying 16-35 is I've actually had a look through my metadata. I looked at the focal length that I use the most when taking photos, and that is predominantly 24mm to 35mm. The reason why I actually, because I feel like this is why that I shoot a lot at 24mm, is because that's the widest my current lens goes to. Mind you, it's times 1.5 crop factor, so that's like 34, 35, so around that. Maybe it's even worse. Yeah, I think it's like 40. I think the reason why I'm always photographing at 24mm is because it's the widest that lens goes, and I think a lot of the time when I'm photographing, I feel like I need a wider lens. So that's why I've decided to go with 16-35 f2.8 first. And then after that, I'm actually gonna buy some filters. I'm not gonna buy my next lens or the next lens after that. I'm gonna save for some really nice filters. Probably Nissi. Yeah, definitely Nissi. Probably square filters. Ones that can fit on different, you know, multiple different types of filter threads. Because at the moment, all my filters are 77mm, and eventually I might sell them actually. But yeah, they're all 77mm, so they won't fit the 16-35 f2.8 because that is 82, which is really annoying. So I'll buy one that goes from, I think it's 65 to 100mm filter thread, and that'll cover the 3 lenses that I want to get at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna get that. I haven't decided on which ones I'm gonna get. I might get like the professional packet, which is $2,000. So it's bloody expensive. Yeah, really expensive. So, but I worry that if I don't have the filters, I'm not gonna shoot with the Sony as much as the Nikon, because at this point I have filters for my Nikon. And because I really enjoy doing long exposures, you know, I might actually just buy a 10 stop and maybe a polarizer for something. It might be as simple as that, and I probably will. So yeah, 16-35 f2.8, then the filters. Then after that, I'm gonna get 24-70 f2.8. 24-70 f2.8 G Master, of course. Yeah, that's a lens that. Very good lens, I'm sure. Again, very expensive. Then after that, 70-200 f2.8. So, and maybe after that, I might get 100-300 or 400 or something if I need it. I don't think I will, but that gives me 16 all the way to 200. That is a great focal range, and it's a focal range I've always wanted. And to be honest, I might even buy a 10 to, I don't know, 10 to 24, whatever it is. And maybe a portrait lens, like a 50mm f1.2 or something. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to get in the future, as well as that I want to get an underwater case for this camera. Definitely Aquatech. I own an Axis Go at the moment, and I've always loved shooting in the water. Honestly, I don't even know what this video was. I don't know if it's gonna make it to YouTube. I guess it's a little bit like my video equipment video. My video equipment video, but photography. But that's basically the wish list for me at the moment. And of course, I want to get a better tripod, one that's carbon fiber and lighter and stuff like that. That's basically my wish list for the future of my photography. Anyway, I guess I'll finish it up here because I have no idea what this video has been, and I'm still trying to decide on whether this is going to go up on YouTube or not. But hope you enjoyed this strange one, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.